Okay, guys. Good morning, everyone. So let's repeat yesterday's class, what we have discussed. So yesterday we had discussed about how to create a Maven project, BDD Cucumber Maven project we understood. So just recap that session just for 10 minutes and after that we can continue scenario. Okay. So first to create a Maven project, what I have to do? What is the first step I have to do? Guys, what is the first step I have to do? File, new,
Others.
other.
Others.
Okay.
Maven.
Under Maven
Maven project.
Maven project.
Maven project.
So click on next. And here what I need to search for?
ORG Apache.
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 Apache.maven.
Okay, right.
Maven.
And I have to select quick start.
Quick start 1.4.
So Cucumber BDD 11 project I want to create. Okay. And the same name I'm going to give. So click on finish. So the project got created. Eclipse lo ఎవరికైనా నిన్న project create చేసేటప్పుడు is anyone prompted press Y in the console section?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, right. So let's expand the Maven project. And here I could not able to see SRC test resources component. So let me create that component. So go to build path. Build path, configure build path, sources tab. So right now I can able to see only two components. So I want to add one more component, SRC test resources. Click on next and finish. Okay, apply and close. So SRC test resources component got created. So under this one, I want to create, what is the folder name? Features folder. Okay, I want to go to new, other. Under general section, I have to select folder option, features. Click on finish. So the features folder got created. Under that one, I want to create a feature file. Okay, so right click on the features, go to new and click on other. So under general section, select the file and click on next. So tc01 underscore skills dot feature. Click on finish. So the tc skills dot feature file got created. Okay, right. And I can able to, so I want to update dependencies. So let's go to the pom.xml. So right now I'm able to see only one dependency here. Okay, JUnit dependency. So let's go to the dependency. So I'm navigating to some existing project folder. So navigating to src test java, sorry, pom.xml. So let's copy all the dependencies. Okay, I'm copying all the dependencies. So let's copy all these dependencies and come back to here and replace all the dependencies. So first I'm deleting and I'm pasting Control V. Okay. So Cucumber 7.50. So this is the supporting libraries we are using, and Selenium 4.11.0 we are using. Okay, let's click on save. Okay, and close all these things. So let's verify pom. Okay, it's came automatically. Okay, sometimes it will come automatically. If it won't comes, what I need to do? So Maven dependent, in case if you could not able to see Maven dependencies supporting jar files, what step I have to do? I have to update my Maven project. So right click on the project, go to Maven, click on update project. Okay, so that all the jar files, it will come automatically. So just update, force update offline and click on OK. So you see this process is going. That means all the jar files got downloaded under Maven dependencies. Okay, right. Okay, sorry, I think I have to update here. Okay, let me update Maven update project. So process is going here. So that means all the jar files got added now. Just now we could able to see. Okay. And along with the JRE system library and Maven dependencies, we required one more component. What is that? JUnit component. So in order to add that one, right click on the project, go to build path, configure build path, click on libraries, click on add library, select JUnit. So click on finish, apply and close. What is the point? Right. So we have completed everything. So let's delete this default folder. So now under src test Java, I want to copy the runner class file. Okay. So I'm navigating to, 1 second, guys. So I'm copying that runner package. So I can able to see all the, so I can able to see, 1 second. Okay, I'm taking all the dependencies and going back to my pom.xml. So yesterday I added only JUnit, Selenium and IO Cucumber, but so I'm going to add all the dependencies one at a time. So I will share these details as well. So let me update. Okay, and let me update my project. Right. So now I'm having, so I copied, so yesterday we have, so I updated my pom.xml and I copied the existing runner class file. So up to here, we completed our class. Okay. So SRC test resources, it contains features tc01 underscore skills dot feature file. So the first step is we have to update our feature file steps. Okay. So what I am doing is I'm navigating to some scenario. Okay. So SRC test resources features folder. Let's take some skills dot feature file. So I'm taking Control A, Control C, all these feature file steps I'm copying, and here Control A, I'm deleting everything and I'm pasting this one. Okay, let's understand what are the steps I have updated in this one. So a feature file contains 3 sections. One is feature section, means what is the purpose of this feature file we are going to develop. So Orange HRM public application, automating skills functionality. Automating skills functionality. So this functionality we are writing, this feature file we are writing to automate the skills functionality in the Orange HRM application. Okay. So there will be background key section and scenario section. Background key section means it contains common steps. So in a feature file, you can write multiple scenarios. Suppose these steps, the first scenario, it is representing creation of skills record. So the second scenario you can write for add jobs record. Okay. So a feature file contains multiple scenarios. So this is one scenario. It is representing creation of skills record. and this is representing creation of jobs record. So in a feature file, we can write multiple scenarios. So prior to execution of every scenario, background key steps will be executed. Means these steps will be executed. And prior to executing of these scenario steps, background key steps will be executed. Means we can define background key as a common reusable steps. Background key is a common reusable steps which can be executed prior to every scenario. Okay, right. So here every step we can write by using keywords called given, when, and then, but keywords. Got the point? Given. So every keyword mere feature. So you must have to write every step by using keywords as given, when, then, and but keywords. Okay, so these keywords you have to use. These keywords we can call it as a Gherkin language. What we can call? So a feature file contains scenario steps. Okay, so a feature file contains background key section and scenario section. So in background key section, we will write user launch Chrome browser, user launch application URL as. You can write whatever you want. User opens URL, user launch application URL. So feature file steps, you have to write simple, understandable English language. Okay, so we are launching, you are launching a Chrome browser, we are launching application URL, and coming to scenario, and username enters username as admin and password as admin123. Then go to skills page. Then is keyword whenever after hitting some URL, it is navigating to home page. Then I navigated to home page. So generally then keyword we can use in that point of view. So whenever you are clicking, whenever some action result is happening, then you will be navigated to here. Button. After clicking on button, it is navigated to some page, right? That action we will write. Then user is navigated to home page. Okay, result. You will write result. So given keyword we will use. Any line. You can write how many times you want to write. Okay. Given keyword, whenever you are entering some input values, whenever you are launching some application URL, we can use given keyword. Okay, when means it represents an action. When users opens URL, when users clicks on login button, when users clicks on login sign in, it represents some action. Then keyword, it represents some action result. Then user navigated to home page. Okay, like that. So these keywords we can use it. So you can write it keywords in any of the word. Generally given will come whenever you are launching Chrome browser, and when user opens the URL, and users, and if you don't know something, want to add some keyword, you can add and keyword. Okay, so and is used to add multiple steps. Okay, like this. So like that, the simple understandable language I have written creation of skills record functionality. Got the point, everyone? So anybody is having any doubts in writing of scenario file? Whenever you are entering some input values, and whenever you are clicking on some buttons, then you must have to write when keyword. Okay, right. The first step I have completed. Writing of steps. Okay, right. So the objective of this step, these steps is I want to create skills record. I'm creating skills record. Just the summary of the steps I have mentioned here. Okay, here common steps. Okay, so similarly, if I want to write jobs functionality, how can I write? Just tell me. So jobs record, and I'm creating jobs record. So the first step I no need to no need to change. Second step, go to job space and add job details. Job title as sales one, and job description as, okay, and job note as, job note as saves one note and click on logout button and close the browser. That's it. So prior to execution of this scenario, what steps will be executed? Background key steps. So launching of Chrome browser, open the application URL, and after that, these steps will be executed. And coming to this scenario, prior to executing of this scenario, first background key steps will be executed. User launch Chrome browser, user application URL, and after that control will come to enter username and password. So like that. So we can say what is a background keyword in the interviews people are asking. Background key contains common reusable steps which can be executed prior to every scenario. నేను డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ ఇస్తాను ఎలా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ లో ఎలా చెప్పాలో నేను మీకు డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ ఇస్తాను. వాట్ ఈస్ ఎ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ కీ? ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ కామన్ స్టెప్స్ such as launching of Chrome browser, launching of application URL. Such steps, common steps I can write in background key. So మీరు సార్ మీరైతే ఈ విధంగా you must have to write in simple understandable language. Okay, but you must have to use keywords as given, when, and then, but keywords only. Okay, right. So this is first scenario, right? I'm going to write only one scenario implementation. So the first step we updated feature file. Now let's come back to the second step. Okay, so the second step I'm going back to runner package. The second step I'm going back to runner package. So here I'm just double click on this runner package, and what is the feature folder here? SRC test resources. And my feature, so SRC test resources, my folder name is features, and what is my feature file here? Here SRC test resource, it contains tc01. So let's update tc01 underscore skills dot feature file. Suppose in your case, if you are creating a features folder with lower case, so here also you need to give lower case only. Okay, so whatever folder name that you have created, you must have to mention that one. But if you are giving here lower case and here if you are giving capital letters, so the program cannot be executed. So SRC test resources, so the same name you have to create, you have to mention here. But if you are mentioning capital R like this, it won't be executed. Okay, so you have to ensure the correct path of the feature file. The path of the feature file is SRC test resources features folder contains, this is the one. So in the runner class, the first step is you have to mention the feature file path. Okay, the feature file path I have mentioned, I updated. And the second step is you have to mention the package name. So here I mentioned the package name is what is that one? Steps. So I must have to create a package. So under SRC test Java, I have to create a package name called steps. So let me create a package name steps. So SRC test Java, I'm navigating new and I'm creating the package name as steps. Got the point? So suppose if I will give steps 1, so then you must have to create package name as steps 1. Okay, make sure whatever glue section it contains, the same package name you have to create under SRC test Java. These are the two things we will do in runner class file. Got the point? So I'm closing runner class now. So in feature file, in the runner class file, what we updated? Path of the feature file and glue is equal to steps. With the same name, we have to create a package name under SRC test Java. Done. 2 steps only. So let's close this one and I'm saving. Okay, right. So now the third step is I want to execute my runner class file. Okay, let's see how to execute my runner class file. So I'm right clicking, go to run as testng test. Okay, so right click on the runner class file, go to run as, click on testng test. So our program execution got failed. Okay, so the first expected behavior is your program execution has to be failed. Okay, So now let's go to the console section, why it has been failed. So whatever steps I have written here, user launch Chrome browser. In the feature file, I have written these steps. User opens URL, go to skills page. So all these steps, the system is telling you can implement these steps. So the system is telling you can implement these steps. That means I have under runner package, under steps package, I'm going to create a Java class file. I'm going to create a Java class file. So let's see how to create a Java class file. So under steps package, go to new and click on class. Okay. So children, Mali. So right click on the steps, go to new, create the class name as Java class file step definition. So I'm creating a Java class file name as step definition and I'm clicking on finish. So a class got created, step definition.java file got created. Public class, class name, and starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. ఏంటిది sir. So public class, class name. So this class, does it contains any methods now? No. Public void, there is no methods, just I have created a Java class file. So now after executing my runner class file, there are some methods was generated. So what I am doing is I am copying all these methods. I am copying all these methods. So let's copy. So close browser, the last step is close browser. Let's copy and paste it after starting curling bracket. Okay. So I copied. So for each feature, so in the feature file, we have written steps, user launch Chrome browser, users open URL. So for each step, corresponding method was generated. That is the observation. Okay. So in feature file, user launch Chrome browser, users open URL. So in feature file, corresponding method was generated here. Okay. So now I'm keeping the mouse over on given. The system is suggesting me to import given supporting library. Okay, let me import given. See, this is the supporting library got imported, and similarly when, and similarly for then. So given, when, and then, these are the supporting libraries got added. Okay. Now what I am doing is whatever automated code was generated, I'm deleting. Okay, let's delete this one. So whatever code was generated, I'm deleting that code. So make sure for every method there is some space, starting and curling bracket. Okay. So whatever automatic code generated, I have deleted all that part. Right, guys. So now what I am doing is I am going to write some system.out.println statement. Okay. System.out.println. And within the double quotation, I'm going to write some message. User launch Chrome browser. Okay. The first step is user launch Chrome browser. Second one is user open URL. Third one is user enters username, user enter login credentials. Okay. Next one is user navigated to skills page. Skills page. Next one is user enters, user creates skills record. Ante kada. User creates skills record. Okay. And last one is user logout from the home page. User logout from home page. Okay. And the next one is user close the browsers. So against every, so for every, so we can call it as a keyword. This is one keyword and this is another keyword. So like, so for every keyword corresponding method was generated. And I have written corresponding line of code, the actual meaning of the code I have written in system.out.println. Okay, అది మనం అండర్స్టాండింగ్ కోసం రాసుకుంది. Okay, user launch Chrome browser. Okay, right. And I'm saving. So now what I am doing is, so previously the system is suggested these methods was not implemented under step definition.java class file. So that is what it is generated. The methods, you can implement these steps. That is what system is suggesting. So I have created a step definition.java class file and I copied all these methods and I pasted in my step definition.java class file. Okay, let me save the program and let me run runner class file again now. Previously these methods are not available. Now all my methods are available. Okay, let me run as test ng test. So for every keyword corresponding line of code will be executed. 1 second. See, user launch Chrome browser, users opens URL. So whatever lines of code that I have written against that method, these lines got printed. What is the point? Everyone understood? So whenever this particular line got executed, user launch Chrome browser, so this line of code got executed. And whenever the second step, user opens URL, so this particular step got executed. And whenever user login credentials, this particular step got executed. So like that means whenever, so your feature file steps are, so in the runner class file, your feature file steps are executing as per your step definition.java class file. Correct or not? So for each, if in the feature file corresponding method is executing. That is what. So what is the relation between feature file and step definition means? The actual coding implementation we will write in step definition.java class. Actual coding part I will write. So now I know how to write set of driver commands in Selenium. Okay, now let me write actual set of driver commands. So to write Selenium driver commands, what is the first point I have to do? Tell me guys. Web driver. We have to do. We have to declare web driver. The first point. If you want to write set of driver commands, we have to declare WebDriver object instance. So let's import the WebDriver supporting library imported. User launch Chrome browser. So to launch my browser, what is the set of driver command we need to write? Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay. And so let's import this one. 1 second. And after that, what line of code I need to write? Driver dot manage dot window dot. So we already completed these labs, right? So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So your window will be maximized. So let me save this one. So we have already written our programs, right? Let me go to that one. So now let me go to Selenium 44 project folder, SRC test Java and basic programs. I have already written TC01 add skills. These labs you have already did, right? So just I'm copying these lines. Okay. So I don't want to write again. So I'm copying the lines. So implicit wait you must have to give 10 seconds. So under launch Chrome browser, these are the 3 commands I have written. We already know methods parameterization. Okay, so here local variable test URL I am creating. So previously it was like this by default. So what I am giving, I'm giving some proper name, test URL. So to launch my application URL, I have to write driver dot get, and I have to mention my local variable. That's it, over. Okay, so what is happening is whenever feature file is executing, this application URL value, it is coming to here. And after that, it is passing to local variable. And that local variable, it is invoking here. Okay, so driver dot get URL. So feature file steps are coming, input data is coming from, so this is input data is coming from feature file, and it is coming to first here, and after that it is coming to local variable, and that value is replaced. Okay, now after that, so login, right? So we can give some relevant local variable names. What we can give? Username and password. So we already practiced, right, how to do parameterization. Okay, we have to give some relevant names. Password. Okay, so here the set of driver commands are related to login. So username, password, and login button. So let's copy these 3 lines. Let's go to step definition. So related lines of code I am writing. So you can use local variables. Don't use values, because the values are coming from feature file. So that means whenever in skills the user enters this admin and admin 1, 2, 3 values are coming to where? Here it is coming. User enters username as, here it is coming, and after that method local variables values are coming, and I'm using these local variables here. So admin and admin 1, 2, 3 values will be entered. And after that, I want to write go to skill space related set of driver commands. Okay, let's navigate to admin qualifications skills add button. So let me add it in my admin qualification skills add button. Okay, right. After that, I want to enter skill name and skill description, and I want to click on save button. So let's go to that one, set of driver commands, Control C and Control V, and let's give proper naming. So skill name and skill description. So values are coming from feature file, skill name and skill description. So let's replace the values here. And a skill description. So after clicking on save, record will be created. Okay, and after that, I have to write welcome click and logout click. But if, anyway, I'm not writing welcome and logout because I want to see record creation part. So I'm not writing set of driver commands. And here I want to write driver dot close. So if I will write driver dot close, the session will be closed. So I don't want to write because I want to see the record creation was done or not. So I don't want to close my browser. So just saving. So now my all my source while entering add skills with skill name. So add skill name. So Java 109 and 109 details, it will come to here. Okay. And these details will be entered. Okay. Let's run my runner class file. Let's go to my runner class file. Let's go to my runner class file. 1 second, which project we are doing? 11, right? 11. Okay, runner class file. So whenever I'm executing my runner class file, so set of driver commands will be executed from step definition.java class file, because the path I mentioned, the step definition.java file is available under this package. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, so now let's run as step test ng test. So user launch Chrome browser, first step. Next step is user launch application URL, second step. User launch login credentials, second, third step. User clicks on qualification skill step, add step, skill name and skill description, the record got created. So all my corresponding driver commands got executed from corresponding method. Got it? So that means, so the first step what we did in while automating this functionality, first step, let's recap the content. First part we updated feature file. We have written steps in feature file. So a feature file contains what section? Background key and scenario section. Okay, every step we must have to write what keywords? Given, when, then, and but keywords. So by using these keywords only, we will write simple English understandable language, we will write the feature file. And the second step, what we did, tell me? Go to runner class file. Okay, let me go to runner class file, and runner class file, what are the changes I did? So I have to update correct path of the feature file. Suppose if I will give small letter, my feature file methods will be generated or not? No, your program execution will be failed. Make sure your SRC test resources, whatever capital or small letters you have created that component, same component you can mention, and after that you can mention whatever folder name, because generally people are doing mistakes at here only, and people are giving small s while giving. So ensure the correct feature file path. If you are doing mistake at here, everything it will go wrong. Okay, ensure the correct feature file, whatever name you have created, you have to mention. This is the main point. You have to update correct path of the feature file. And second step, you can create a package name whichever you want. So in my case, what is the package name? I'm going to create steps. Suppose if you want to create steps 1, you can create it and make sure the same package you have created under SRC test Java. Okay, and I have created package name, and under this package name I have created a Java class file. So let's go to new and click on class and create step definition.java class file. Okay, already I created, and click on step definition 1. So if you want, if it is already there, so step definition.java class file I have written. So initially there is no methods are available. So what I did, there is no methods. What I did, I navigated to my runner class file and I executed my runner class file. Okay, by using test engine. So all methods got generated at console section, and the system is suggesting me to add these unimplemented methods in the step definition.java class file. I copied all those methods and I pasted in my step definition.java class file. And after that, I have written system.out.println. I want to know every statement is printing or not. So I printed and I executed my runner class file. So all my keywords got for every step corresponding system.out.println line statement got executed and it's printed. And after that, I started my writing of set of driver commands. Declaration of WebDriver. We know how to write set of driver commands. So this is the basic practice we already completed from last 1 week. So launching of Chrome browser, launching of application URL, launching of entering username. So all these things. So whenever you execute your runner class file, corresponding method is executing in background. Okay, so user launch Chrome browser, first that method got executed. User launch open URL, second that method got executed. These methods are executing from the package name as steps.